There are many people from Kurdistan. They go to India for medical treatment. In fact, we issue about 5,000 visas every year. So that means more than 5,000 probably people go to India, because these are multiple entry visas. They can go to India more than once. As you know, the Indian medical system is, I think, very well developed, and at the same time it is very cost effective, as well as it's a very high quality medical services provided by the Indian hospitals. In fact, some of the patients who go to India for medical treatment is in the field of cardiology operations, as well as in the knee replacement surgeries and neurological problems, as well as cancer treatment. So we feel that these patients benefit from the Indian expertise, and they get very high quality good treatment in India, and they come back. In fact, our visa policy in our consulate in Erbil is very straightforward. We issue them visas within 48 hours, so there is absolutely no problem and no delay in issuing the visas. Sometimes what happens is some of the Indian hospital groups, they come to Erbil as well as to other parts of Kurdistan, and they perform their surgeries in Erbil in some of the hospitals. So I think this is also very good, that instead of going to India for treatment, Indian doctors and their panels, they come and they perform the surgeries. They come here for 15 to 20 days. Their nurses, everyone, the entire team from India come here and they perform the surgeries. Another aspect of our, I would say, the medical cooperation is hospital management services. In fact, some of our Indian hospitals would like to come and take over the hospitals in Kurdistan and manage and provide the best of the best services, because as you know, there is a lot of technology is involved, digitalization, the automation. So these are the new concepts in hospital management, and which we can provide from A to Z kind of solutions. And in fact, there have been certain talks by the Indian medical groups who are in touch with hospitals in Erbil as well as in Suleimania and Dohuk. So I think it's a very good initiative, because we need to have this kind of cooperation. In fact, we have been in touch with Ministry of Health of Kurdistan, and we want, in fact, to sign memorandum of understanding, memorandum of cooperation, so that there should be cooperation, there should be some more and more exchanges. In fact, we offer training courses to medical doctors, medical practitioners. There have been quite a few people from Kurdistan who have been trained in India in various aspects of medical field, in physiotherapy, even in how to manage hospitals, even some of these pandemics, some of the diseases also. So there have been quite a lot of, I think, those exchanges between Kurdish doctors, Kurdish paramedical staff with Indian hospitals. So I'm sure that when in the time to come, there will be more and more exchanges for the medical doctors from Kurdistan. In fact, our proposal is that we can train some of the very specialist doctors from Kurdistan in India, so that they can perform some of the surgeries like kidney transplant, liver transplant, very highly, I think, technical fields like robotic surgery. So I think there is a lot of scope for cooperation in the health sector between the Ministry of Health here and our hospital and medical field in India. You know, India is very famous for information technology, biotechnology. In fact, some of our engineers have been working for many multinational companies inside India and outside India. We can definitely provide that kind of expertise to Kurdistan, especially in the training courses. In fact, training courses and scholarships. In fact, we offer 75 scholarships to Iraqi students. This is for the baccalaureate, magister and doctora students in all fields like biotechnology, information technology, engineering, water management, pharmacy, accountancy. So there are a lot of different fields where we offer training courses, and they are like PhD students. It's a 4-year course. They can go to India with their families, and we provide them this fully paid scholarship, including the international airfare, so they can go to India and learn and benefit from our experiences. And these are fully paid scholarships. I would really urge the Kurdish students to take advantage of this scholarship program. Another thing is the government officials. We in fact train the government officials as well as business people also, even the young people also, how to start up the businesses in India, how to what we call is in India, once upon a time, let me tell you this story, the public sector was very popular. Everyone wanted to join public sector, the government jobs. Over the period of time, we privatized our economy. It's about 30 years back. Then people started working in the private sector. But recently what happens is people don't want to either join public sector or private sector. They want to start their own business. So there is a lot of this young population who would like to start their own what we call is the startup businesses in many fields. So it's very important to give them the guidance, and this is very successful initiative. We use a lot of technology, artificial intelligence, machine technology, robotics, machine learning, virtual reality, augmented reality. So there are a lot of those, I think, technological churning in all over the world. And as you know, in India, what we call is science, technology, engineering and medicine, the STEM. This is very popular. Many people are very, I think, they love mathematics, physics, chemistry, medicine, and we can share that expertise both, I think, at government level, at private sector level, and even at the university level, so that there can be university to university exchanges, and we can bring that expertise to Kurdistan. Another aspect I would like to highlight is digitalization, digital revolution in India. For last, I would say 4 to 5 years, we have really made a revolution in digital field, financial technology, fintech. Fintech has become really very important. In fact, what happens in India is we have become almost a cashless society. In fact, for all the transactions, we generally use what we call is a digital economy. People don't have to use even the credit cards or debit cards. People have to use only, they have to scan the barcode on their mobile, and even so the small vendor, if he is selling a few cents or few dollars or few dinar worth of goods, but he doesn't use cash. I wanted to highlight how we made these important advances in the digital financial technology, how we have utilized this digital revolution in making the payment system very affordable and very transparent and very quick also. In fact, what is happening is even at grassroots level, even in the small villages in India, everyone is using this digital payment system rather than using cash. So it has really become very affordable and it's very quick. So our banking system is in fact connected with mobile apps, and I would say this sharing of technology, this payment method, we would like to share with Iraq, and it will be really, I think, be beneficial in terms of financial inclusion, so that it can directly benefit to the poorest of the poor people, so that there is good services. Another thing is e-governance. What we call is electronic way of doing the governance, so that everything is very quick, very transparent. The services are given very quickly to the people. So the public governance system, e-governance. So we have done that one in almost all field: education, in health, in providing the services like birth certificate, death certificates, and a lot of services, the passport services to the people, so that our administration goes to the people, and it's very people-centric administration, and we use a lot of digital technology to reaching out to the people. We would like to share those technologies with Kurdistan. Well, India is a very diverse country. It is the largest populated country with 1.44 billion people. India has actually almost all the religions available in the world. So it's a very, I would say, multicultural, multilingual, multi-faith, multi-ethnic society. But India is one united country. We take immense pride in diversity. What our motto in India is unity in diversity. So we have, despite our diversity, we feel that diversity is our strength. So I think we take inspiration that we are diverse. We have in fact different languages, 20 official languages, but there are more than 1,000 dialects. there are probably 7 major religions, but there are several faiths. Every 200 kilometers we have different cuisine, we have different way of speaking, we have different ways of expressing our beliefs. So I think there is a lot of diversity, but at the same time people live together. I think that is what our motto is. But at the same time, what is important is I think the democratic traditions. We got independence from Britain in 1947. So it's about more than 75 years. Every 5 years we have the elections, democratically elected government. People participate in the democratic experiment. We just recently had the elections. It was the largest elections in the world. More than 1 billion people were eligible voters. Out of 1 billion, about 65% in fact participated in the election. So that was 650 million people participated in the election. So it was a massive election exercise, but people enthusiastically take part in the democratic process, and I think that is what our strength is. In fact, we have been telling to the world that India is really an example of how to survive in the different atmosphere, because democracy is the only solution in such a diverse field. So in fact, if you go to any very smallest of the small village in India, you will have Christians, you will have Muslims, you will have Hindus, you will have Buddhists, you will have different religion, and they still coexist.
کەواتە جەنابی کۆنسڵ ئەم پێکەوە ژیانەی لە کوردستان دەبینی ئەمەیان چۆن دەبینی چۆنی دەنرخێنیت؟
I think, yeah, Kurdistan is also something like what I can say is a mini India, which is in fact, yeah, it's a very much symbol of a very diverse community. Yeah. So I think there is a lot of similarities between Kurdistan and India, and I am sure that when Kurdistan is also surviving, and we can take, I think, that immense pride that yes, we have the diverse societies. I am sure that when you have very healthy and happy living here together.
Sure.
I think it is very important to diversify your basket of economy. So dependence on oil is, I think, no longer viable. I think the Prime Minister's initiative is very noteworthy. It's very, I think, important to diversify to non-oil sectors, and the Prime Minister, I think, has very rightly said that sustainable way of living, the climate change, these are the challenges. So we need to have, I think, renewable energy. We need to invest in various other fields. I think another important aspect is the digitalization also, the reaching out to various segments of society, the banking sector. So these are, I think, very important initiatives initiated by these Prime Minister's leadership. I'm sure that when the people of Kurdistan will benefit from these various initiatives. India is in fact in the forefront of offering some of the solutions to Kurdistan in these fields. Even in the electricity, like what we need is smart grid, smart meters. So these are some of the initiatives, as well as I think we need to have various other exportable products other than oil from Kurdistan to other parts of the world. I think Kurdistan and KRG is going in the right direction. I am sure that this will really benefit in diversifying the economy and more I think strengthening of the economy. Well, I think even though it is a small country, but I think in terms of population, I would say it is very comparable with many European countries. If you see in Europe, there are 1 million, 2 million or 3 million. You have, I think, more than 6 million people. So it's a very substantial population. I'm sure that when we can collaborate, even though we are very big economy, but at the same time, I think there have been very strong historical relations between our two societies. We have, I think, a lot of commonalities in culture and other fields. So I think there are always those areas where we can offer you solutions. In fact, about 10,000 Indians are already working in Kurdistan. So they contribute to the Kurdish economy already. They provide their services in various sectors. and at the same time, a lot of Kurdish businessmen, they go to India. If you have any specific areas which need Indian expertise, whether in technology field or in hospital management or in medicine or pharmaceuticals, because you know in pharmaceuticals also India is very one of the, in fact, the largest pharmaceutical producing countries in the world. In fact, we are said, it is said that India is a pharmacy of the world. We export 60% of our pharmaceutical products to the world. They can come to Kurdistan. We can offer you the machineries, we can offer you even the professors also, because as you know there are a lot of universities here in Kurdistan. There can be a lot of Indian professors in various fields, in engineering, medicine or management or business administration. They can come and we can offer you a lot of these services, these the human capital, the manpower. So I think sky is the limit, and there are various areas of cooperation that can be implemented. Well, I think so there is a very strong understanding between the government here and our government. So I think we have been offering, in fact, exclusive programs for Kurdistan young people. In fact, there is an initiative of exchanges of young people from youth from Kurdistan to India and from India to Kurdistan. Another initiative is we want to offer something in innovation and how to develop the entrepreneurship. So in fact, there are going to be some experts who will be coming to Kurdistan from India, and they can provide their expertise how to build the businesses here, especially for the young people. Similarly, we would like to set up what we call is a hub, the innovation hub in Kurdistan, so that there will be a lot of employment, and especially we would like to focus on youth and youth exchanges and a particular focus on women development also, women empowerment. So we would like the young women to go to India, and we would like to train them in various fields. So I think that is one area I would like to focus as part of our future cooperation. One thing is there are, I would say, two processes. One is we provide fully paid scholarships to Kurdish students. It's a very easy process, it's a very automatic process. There is a portal on which Kurdish students can apply for scholarships. If the universities accept them, they can join the universities, and then we provide them the scholarships, including the international airfare, so they can go to India at the expense of Government of India. We pay them their living allowances, we pay their tuition fees, we pay everything during their stay in India. So that is one way. We give them free visas also. Sometimes they go, especially those who are doctoral students, they go with their families also. So we provide them the visas, long-term visas for 4 years or so. So they become part of, I think, Indian society. So that is one way. The other way is some of the students, they go on their own. So we provide, in fact, guidance to them how to go to particular universities in India. Again, the visa services are very smooth for the Kurdish students. In fact, there are some cities in India where there have been a lot of Kurdish students studying various subjects. In fact, I know that there are at least 3 or 4 cities, especially Mumbai, Pune, Hyderabad, and I think in Kerala. So these are 4 cities where there are a lot of Kurdish students. They go and they spend, I think, 2 to 4 years of their lives. They get accustomed to Indian ways of living, Indian ways of food. So they become the best ambassadors for us, and they come back here with Indian expertise, with Indian training, and then I think they can contribute to the Kurdish society. So I think that's the way we facilitate their stay in India.